welcome back, everybody. We're now joined by our CEO here at Newsmax TV, Mr. Christopher Ruddy. Mr. Ruddy, I understand you just spoke with the President of the United States. What can you tell us?
Well, we had a really good phone call this afternoon, Chris. The President called me from the Oval Office this afternoon, and the first thing he said, I want to congratulate Newsmax on your incredible ratings. He said, I've been watching Newsmax, but I've also been seeing the data on the ratings. He pointed out on some of our shows we've gone over 700,000 per minute viewers, and he said he thought it was terrific, and that people, and he knows he's quite critical of Fox News, and says everybody's telling me that I'm turning off Fox and going to Newsmax. And I thought it was a great compliment to the work that you're doing, Chris, and the rest of the Newsmax team, that even the President's noticed, and that it's getting so widespread that people are tuning off Fox.
What was his demeanor? How did he seem upbeat? Did he seem confident in what's happening in the courts?
Well, I think he was pretty serious. You know, he seemed to be happy about Newsmax getting the ratings. Obviously, he's in a political battle for his fight for his political life. And I might add that the ratings came out on Nielsen on Monday and Tuesday, and that Newsmax TV beat both Fox Business and CNBC combined for the whole evening, and that was over 2 days. And we're beating them almost in every day part. We're not as big as Fox now, but when you add in all the people that not only watch Newsmax on cable TV, but they're also watching us on their apps or YouTube or Roku or other devices, we're getting over 1 million people a minute at night tuning into Newsmax. It's a huge, huge thing. The President was very, very happy about that. He's not that happy about the election result, but he's challenging it. And look, he has every right. This election was about 0.5% in states like Pennsylvania and Arizona. It was less than 0.25% in the state of Georgia. And the President wants these recounts. I think he has every legal right. We're not denying the Joe Biden the victory if the state certifying the Electoral College gives them the election. We're just saying that the President should have this recount.
I was going to try to get to this with Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, but just ran out of time. The press, and I wanted to get your comment on this, it seems to have an evolving narrative. The first they started off, there's no voter fraud. Then they said there was very little voter fraud. Then they said, well, there's voter fraud, but it's not enough to impact the election. What do you make of this evolution and how the majority of the press is regarding cheating at the ballot box?
Well, Chris, remember, this is the same press that said in their polls that Joe Biden was going to win by a landslide, 8 to 10 points, everyone from CNN to even Fox News. And they all were wrong. They're now claiming there's no real evidence of vote fraud. There's a lot of evidence of vote fraud. Anecdotally, we don't know how widespread it is. Part of it is they're not allowing the Trump people to properly investigate and review the ballots. How do you know if you can't look at the mail-in ballots? In the state of Pennsylvania, they didn't allow the observers under state law. They're allowed to review the ballots. They weren't allowed to. The President raised in this conversation with me his concerns about the Dominion computer software voting system, that the Dominion software is used in a number of the states which are in contest right now. He was concerned about the accuracy of those. He has every right to have a review of this. This is America. And the press, the New York Times says Newsmax is guilty of voter denialism. With denial of what? I mean, we're just saying it should be investigated and the states certify it properly. When Al Gore had this happen in 2000, everybody was in favor of him in the media, of him doing the recount. Nobody demanded he stop it.